I'm doing pretty well. I might go to sleep after I stream. We'll see. 99 supply, 41 intel. We have contacted all 3 regions. I thought I got a scan site that was Avenger power. That's what it was. And we had this mission to load out for immediately. Sorry, I was messing around with some stuff last night. So I gotta make my game work again. Strength 4 in East Africa, which is recruiting. Okay. Hiding in West Africa to bring vigilance down a little bit, and playing missions in New Brazil still. This all seems reasonable enough to me. New Brazil's got enough crap in it. It hasn't done a faceless purge yet. I was gonna say I almost want to put a scientist in that haven. Strength 1 haven is gonna pick up some supply raids incoming as I spike vigilance and maybe get us a good mission. Where's the week's TNX episode? I don't know. It's not here, that's for sure. Trying to work out what you mean, future cyborg. Saw the video, and it is valid to all right or left in class perks. It's valid to all right or left. As in, you always pick all the right side or all the left side? I don't know what that means. I want a sharpshooter and a gunner, probably, in New Brazil and East Africa. And then we can send a team of 5 on this. Ends up being a decent team, in my opinion. I still didn't play any rendezvous, right? I haven't gotten a rendezvous for the last actual 17 years. It's been quite a drought. We'll go advanced scope, stock, autoloader on the sharpshooter, and he better hit something. Oh, he's a snapshot sharpshooter. Okay, so we don't want stock. But advanced scope and autoloader we can use. There's not much reason not to give him stock. It's fine. We have an elite suppressor here. Sure, why not? Usually I just sell +3 aim PCSs. I just don't think they're that great. In this situation I'm gonna throw one onto Nani Namja though, and he can use that for a while. Until I upgrade it to depth perception or maybe a better aim PCS or something like that. Sparky wants to see what class. You are a grenadier. You're currently infiltrating. Instead of doing a Jamball review, I was going to do a collaboration with Filthy Robot and then lots of class reviews and also play XCOM and be able to sleep. So, hopefully you guys will forgive me. I will absolutely keep reviewing Vigorash's TNX whenever he plays TNX, but there are, last I checked, about 27 hours in a day, and I'm currently using all of them. So that's the only issue with doing extra stuff. Hey, Brass, how you doing? New campaign or same one as yesterday? Well, I was playing this one yesterday. We're in April 10th. You know, I restart a lot of campaigns, but I also play missions fairly quickly. So we do get through a lot of stuff every day, I feel like. Protect data in West Africa, which we won't be playing. I feel like flipping to hiding in New Brazil for a sec. The intel's good for detecting a supply raid, though, I guess. I think after the jailbreak, we flip back to intel in West Africa. Oh, I'm boosting this. Okay. I see. We've got a technical specialist, grenadier, ranger, shinobi, 1 corporal, 3 lance corporals, and a squatty. We're taking on a Liberation 1, presumably, maybe a UFO, but probably a Liberation 1. And we have it at extremely light in a Strength 1 regen, so it should just be up against 8 enemies. I paid 30 intel, we're getting 27 back if we beat it, plus all the experience, the hack reward, and the loot. Adds up to be worth the investment, probably. I didn't say hi to all you guys today. You guys worry that I'm becoming, like, too distant for you? I'm becoming too big for us to have our little personal relationships anymore. Lord Helix, LG, and Black Dove are here. And Bress? It's Alyssa, hello. Fat Fugazi. Kalias TV and Varen. Mad Cow. Spoonless Alakazam is making... Oh, it's a dog. See, I thought that the dog's paw was a soccer ball. And I thought like the dog was playing... I don't know. Bloody Doves is here. Roger is here. Sparky is here. On the non-poverty account. Findle's here laughing at me. And Dunkzinski is asking me where more content is. Future Cyborg! Thanks for saying hi. Sakurag is also talking about Beaker Rush. Spoonless Alakazam already posted dogs. I already said hi to you. Aragorn! JXPN. I really like Jambol. I think it would be fun to do a review of Jambol. I just don't have the time. Sir Skidmore, how you doing? Hello. Alright. You who is pale, how are ya? I'm glad you're excited about this series. I would love, if you guys have specific feedback, like anything at all, really. I'm like thick-skinned. I'll ignore it if I don't think it's good feedback, and if you insult me, I will probably just roll my eyes and ignore that too. So you can really say whatever you want about that video, and it will help me work out how to make the rest of them better. Jambol would shit all over me if I made fun of her too much. Yeah, Jambol's into weird shit. I don't know. I mean, I get the impression that she respects, like, consent. So, if I, like, didn't want her to poop on me, she probably wouldn't. Moving on target location. But she certainly gets into it sometimes. That's for sure.
Rolling out. Closing on target position now. We got a hostile squad here.
DePaspas is here. How are you, DePaspas? The man talking is too pretty. He keeps distracting you. I'm sorry. I'll try to hire a different person puppet for that one. Currently, our sectoid plush invasion of the planet has only really succeeded in mind controlling just the Steven model of the human, but we're definitely always looking to branch out.
Closing on target position now.
You're confused at the lack of consistent, reliable damage. So, I mean, I'm sort of aiming for this to be something that anyone playing Long War 2 would watch, even if they have no idea who I am. So I'm trying to avoid channel-specific memeing. That's That's also why I introduced myself at the beginning.
Heading there now.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should embrace the memes more. I really want to just start fighting these nerds. Maybe just go for the Overwatch turn. If we post up here,
Affirmative. Moving out.
there's a decent chance that they detect whichever direction they go in. I guess we just play the Overwatch turn. It's fine.
Rücke zur Zielposition vor. Scanner Gebiet. Got it covered. Eyes on the prize.
A meme or two wouldn't hurt. Let's see what I can do.
Overwatch.
Memes aren't free, you know. Especially with inflation. Why do you HR volts? Sorry, I missed your question a couple minutes ago. I have all of my mods available. If you do exclamation mark mods, you'll get sent to a Steam Workshop grouping of my mods. What's it called? Package? Package. I think it's called a package. So you can see exactly what mods I play with and subscribe to them very easily. But then in terms of settings in-game, I'm just playing with the absolute vanilla options. Look at this situation. Sorry, I just did an early game Ranger build guide, and I just want to this is such a good example of exactly what I was talking about with Walkfire. Walkfire, I feel like this is the situation people want Walkfire in, right? There's the sectoid, he's on Overwatch, you need some way to hit him. So first off, there are 7 different soldiers who can deal with that somehow. Everybody's got a grenade, everybody's got whatever. It's just not actually that difficult a problem for me to deal with. But secondly, he's only got 2 bullets left because he overwatched. So for me to even use Walkfire, I'm giving up on one of my shots because it costs 2 ammo to use it. And then he already has a 38%, which ends up being a 48% with Graze. And I get to take it twice, so I'm actually already 75% chance to hit the sectoid if I just decide to shoot it. Anyway.
On your order.
Irrelevant for right now. Let's set things on fire.
This might burn a little. Finally.
Anyway. They might need to be a caffeine day. This should be a safe place to put the Shinobi. That door just opened. Did you guys just see that? He just... I guess the civilian ran through it? I don't know. I like to think that my Shinobi just opened it with his mind as he made the attack.
On my way. On Overwatch.
Yeah, you can Walkfire as a second shot and give them expanded magazines. It's fine. I mean, I think it's a good perk.
I'm going.
I just think it's sort of awkward and doesn't really do that much that Rangers can already do. Throw evac now, even if it's not letting us get the zone as far as we'd like.
Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
That turned off combat music. That's sort of funny.
Ready to go.
Does the game sound really low to you guys today? I feel like it's pretty low.
No need to ask twice.
Maybe that stuff's all too low. I don't know. I used to play with it up more, actually.
Rolling out.
Yeah, Walkfire definitely gets bad super late in the game when it's actively in conflict with something like Rapid Fire. That is for sure.
Was mache ich jetzt damit?
How do clips work? Actually, I watch pretty much every clip that anybody ever makes of my channel. I do, review of the broadcast after I get done streaming and just watch back clips that people have made, because it's a nice way to see sort of the impactful moments, but also people just make clips when they like wanted to hear something I said and missed it, and so I get to see pretty random moments in the stream as well, and it's nice for me just to check how audio levels sound, and if I think my face looks dumb or something like that, I'll find that out.
Seems doable.
So yeah, I see the clips that you guys make.
Scanning.
I'm not like judging you for making them or anything. And then you're welcome to share them in the channel if you want.
Moving Overwatch.
When you make them, you get a link you can share with other people.
Shot failed to connect.
Yeah, symmetry.
Target's still up.
Since center mass alleviate a lot of the penalty incurred by walkfire. I think the main penalty incurred by walkfire is that you don't get a better perk. So like, yeah, it doesn't, I don't know. There's nothing bad about walkfire. It's just not that good. That's all.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
Walkfire was replaced by flush. Honestly, I've never found any reason to use flush ever. So that's my response to that.
Sure thing.
I'm really
Advent
confused.
forces on the ground.
Okay, so we found the sectoid who made that zombie on yellow alert. I was confused because it said there was only one active enemy, but I definitely saw the zombie raised. So I guess it was raised off in Fog of War, and the game, or my mod at least, wasn't telling me about it just yet. Shinobi can deal with the sectoid, Grenadier can deal with the troopers, the drone doesn't matter, this looks like a pretty solid, easy one here. Clipped Tornus when he got really upset playing XCOM and was nearly crying, and you think it got deleted. That sucks. I get sad when people aren't okay with being emotional. I feel like me saying that is so ironic. But anyway, yeah, I think that streamers have control over what gets clipped on their channel. Like, I can't stop you from clipping something, but I think I can delete clips
Heading out.
that you have clipped.
Objective sighted.
How do I set Haven's early game? All intel. I try to get as much intel as I can, but then I also flip them to recruit when I know that there are no missions that are going to be detected by them.
Fire and rocket.
And that's why you take. And that's why you take Fire in the Hole. Alright, that was good. That was good. Feeling pretty solid about that one.
Schon unterwegs.
Not gonna lie, I've shot worse rockets on the stream.
Die ist für dich.
You remember a Protoss player called Destro lost the series 3-0 and he started to cry and everyone laughed at him. Good times. Uh-huh. Oh.
I can handle that.
So I'm just going to take this 48. I don't see any reason to hunker. I believe they have soldiers who are basically just as vulnerable as the Ranger is. And still haven't worked out what I'm doing about the drone. Looks like Overwatch here. And shoot it. Grenade it. I guess grenade it.
Werfe Granate.
Technicals will be a really interesting class to make a video about. They might come out next. That sounds like fun. I started with Rangers because they were easy, but Technicals will be really fun to do. So I'm going to try to do one of those a day for the next 23 days. So you guys can look forward to that every morning, I guess.
Ready to go. Reloaded.
This would be a good time to have walk fire. Could have dealt less damage. Hey, Fernando, we're just crushing a mission real quick. This is a Liberation 1 in the region, I believe, and I did have to pay 30 intel for the privilege of playing it. So, yeah, it's going alright, but we are certainly hoping that it will when we pay that much to go on the mission.
Heads down. Das kann ich machen. Rüstung hält keine Feuerkraft mehr. Whatever you say. Impressed yet?
It's better to shut down the drone. Well, better. Better is the wrong word. I could have used Haywire Protocol to shut the drone down, and I would have had a higher success rate and lower chance of taking damage, but everybody has 2 ablative left, so it's actually impossible for the drone to wound somebody, and there aren't reinforcements, and I'm going through this next turn. Like, they're actually both risk-free, even though using Haywire Protocol is higher percentage. Nice cell cache.
Piece of cake.
You like the middle column for technical? I really like Shredder on technicals. I think it's extremely strong. I'm not as attached to rapid fire.
Holen wir sie uns. Back in. Overwatch. Here I come. Ready to go. Come get some.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
And I'm
On the move.
certain that I've never taken suppression on a technical.
Kein Problem, boss.
I don't know, maybe I'm missing out, but I just don't.
Tired of waiting around.
I think suppression hits the wrong half of the
I'm gone.
gameplay, basically. It's sort of... Yeah. I just don't think it's that great in this game. You have area suppression for the times where it is. I don't know what Warframe is, but I saw that thread, Carapero, and then I like sort of skimmed through it, and it sounded like someone had like something they were very passionate about and wanted to make something cool, and I was like excited about it, and then I got to the comments and someone was like, you know how stupid this idea is, right? I just wanted to point out how weird and stupid this idea is, and I was like, I don't understand why people do that, like, ever. Like, you have the opportunity to interact with this stranger, and they're not going to pay you to interact with them or anything. You don't get anything for interacting with them. You might benefit from them making something really cool for you if you're really lucky.
Good work out there, Commander. We're one step closer
And
to taking back
you
our
use
planet.
this opportunity to tell them that their ideas are terrible and try as hard as you can to discourage them from doing anything impressive. Like that's what you're gonna take your chance and use it for. Great stuff. We go field surgeon to corporal basically always. Spectrum Green decided about 10 missions in that you should lose. I'm sorry, Defined Volition. They do like to throw a lot of guys who kill you at you in Spectrum Green. they're into that. Should we go Lone Wolf here? 5 aim. We're still fairly early. Could go for another Blade Master. But it's starting to get a little bit less appealing. Blade Master. We'll go for one more. Hey, Sir Wagglepuss. Oh wait, you're the person who's doing this, Carapero? I'm confused. Or are you just excited because you read that person talking about them doing it? Still don't have an engineer. Liberation 1 is done in New Brazil. Evens up to 4 vigilance. So much of a campaign is decided by where the reinforcement UFOs land early on. Okay, we have +3 Avenger power. So, given that our power coils are quite awkward to access, and we don't even have an engineer yet, that's nice to get done right now. We're getting close to a point where I need to go buy an engineer, I think. I also don't have a scientist. Well, I have one scientist. I generally don't have much in the way of VIP rewards. I've played jailbreaks and smash and grabs. So the strengths in this campaign are my 2 very, very high rebel starting havens. Now, I guess the question is going to be if I can liberate 1 or 2 of those with Laser Predator, because that seems to be what I can get to financially right now. We'll see though. Maybe another resistance contact could throw things for a loop a little bit. Go scan in New Brazil since that's where supply raids are coming in. Junior Aldo Jr. Why are you 2 juniors? Dark events are scopes, aggression. Currently, rural checkpoints are stifling my supply collection, and center mass is giving extra damage to enemies. Fortunately, they just don't let them shoot me. Seems to be going alright. Nat's a gunner. No other recruits available. I'm not going to be going to the black market and buying somebody right now. Oh, crap. Even advisors. I remember one campaign I contacted one of these high strength regions like almost straight off the bat and then just immediately got a retaliation in it and all of the rebels died. It was it was great. Fortunately we didn't get a retaliation in East Asia. Only 1 junior was taken. Gotcha. How do I know there's a supply raid there? I don't know that there's a supply raid there, but it is sensible to think that they would be reinforcing the region since there's only 1 strength in it and there is 4 vigilance. Vigilance represents how much noise I've sort of made in the Haven and how much they would care about it. So yeah, F is like their research level, it's force level, it's what sort of enemies they can make. The higher force level gets, the more you'll see like tier 2 enemies and tier 3 enemies and all the way up to gatekeepers and sectopods. And then vigilance is how alert they are in the region that you're in. Does it only check like every hour or something? It must not check instantly. So you must need to like flip everyone to hiding. Whiskey Jack has recovered from wounds. Good for him. I don't have an AWC. We are training in the officer training. Okay. down to Vigilance 2 in West Africa. If we can keep this haven at Strength 3, it's quite usable. I'd like to go all the way to Vulnerable if we can. Smash and Grab's almost ready to go. I don't know what missions we're playing after this. That one. Okay, that's nice. This is one of the strengths of... Is that a bug? Holy shit. Hold on. Huh. I think this might be a bug. Sorry, I haven't done the thing where I type in Pavonis chat while streaming for a really long time, so just bear with me for a second. But I don't, I think, yeah. I'm just wondering if UFOs are prioritizing like havens with low strength and high vigilance. Maybe they are deliberately. I don't know. But this is a UFO. We just beat Liberation 1 in the region, so we know that it isn't Liberation 1, and the only other thing this can be at this stage of the campaign is a UFO. I want my technical Royan. Otherwise, I think we have a decent squad. It's a very similar mission to the one that we just played. It's a very similar team to the team that we just sent out. Where did... I guess they didn't have any weapon mods on? Okay. What is a good time to start getting more regions in Long War 2? As much as possible. I'm playing on 1.4, Elda. Rangers are the ones with sawn-offs and light them up. I usually start them off with SMGs. In my approach, so this should be a pretty straightforward mission with how things are standing right now. There's no reason to bring a 6th soldier. We'll get 23 intel from it. It looks awesome.
Got word that the resistance hit an
This is a supply raid.
We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out the alien forces guarding the site first.
Several things just happened. One, West Africa just ticked up to strength 4. 2, we just got a supply raid incoming in New Brazil, so we could send this smash and grab team out to it maybe if we launched this now, and then we can boost and actually have a pretty decent shot at killing it. Gonna be a light mission. 1, 2. Did I say we recruited a rebel here? The other two things were that we recruited a rebel here and that West Africa ticked up to 4 strength, which means this is actually still extremely light because we've ticked it down to vulnerable, which is awesome. We want to play the smash and grab. Then we probably also want to play the jailbreak. We want to put together, and we want to put together the best team possible to take on the supply raid in New Brazil with an infiltration boost attached. So let's get to this. 0% supply raid hype. No reason to 0% it when we have 4 days to infiltrate.